I think what I just said, just to recap, when you're working, say like for the army or the navy or the air force, so that's DoD, so government. It it's not that you don't, like, I'm married to my wife and I have the children. It's not that I don't want to give them information, or I do. I don't want to put their life in jeopardy. I don't want to. It's something that national security stuff is about a solo, things. Unless they've got, clearance to hear your information, then you cannot say that information at all. You have to die with it. It's what you die to the grave. I think this is honourable. This is the honour that we have as human beings now. So it is the same honour that our forefather warriors had. So, okay, we don't have swords like before. We have guns or weapons, other weapons. But I think either whether you're an intelligence person, intelligence officer, whether you're an intelligence analyst or business analyst. So if it's a business analyst, you're protecting the stock exchange, and you're protecting, say, like the securities of let's say of an economy. Okay, hackers know these things. So if they were trying to wipe out $2 billion off the ASX, they will do it, and they say, "Oh yeah, I did it, blah 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 blah." So they want to take credit. I guess that's what the mind of a hacker. I think he is, he or she, because you don't know. But generally, it's a lot of he's out there. A lot of, I think it's very, very important. I think, do they live double lives? Of course they do. They might live not just double lives, triple lives, quadruple lives. Are they working for or against the grain, the government, or is it another unit that is not even heard of? It's what happens even in this country. If you say something that's out of, is that still going? Yep. So basically, I guess, yeah, if you say something, obviously there's always imprisonment. So the way that the laws are with counter-terrorism and terrorism, so counter, obviously you're trying to counter-attack, so the attack that's coming. So you're one of many. So you're not, some people can be aware of your projects, some people may not be aware of your projects. But luckily I know a few people from here to Canberra, and I can inform them of things. The people I'm going to see on Friday, I can't say who, but obviously that location, and obviously they're people that work within universities, and they also work with the army, and even within the army and the universities and the governments, they're all connected. So the good thing about Australia is all connected. So even Sir John Monash Centre is another entity that Australia has through military, and it's another base that we have in Europe. So having bases all around the world is very clever. I still think that's a probably Americanized thing, because America's got bases all around the world. They've got one where my parents grew up. And I think the local people, they're supported because they helped them against the enemy. At the time, the enemy was Germany. So I think it helps about loyalty. It's about, what did mum and dad find acceptable? When you hear stories, they contradict sometimes. So you've got to value, what is true about these things. So sometimes things can be propaganda, and that propaganda can create fear. So read between that. I think you've got to have that ability to sort of there. But this thing's about the banks that happened in Australia. I knew about this about 2 years ago. Okay, yep. Thank you.
Yeah, just stop.